Hey, it's me. It's Halloween. And could you guess which movie? Okay. Anyways, um, just want to go over one more time. If you haven't seen my video on how to cite sources, um, that I did, I think a year ago, please check that out. Keep in mind that you have for the binder project. This is for mainly the binder project, but the you have 20 sources. So that's 20 sources is that would be considered your container if you look at the MLA outline in your course outline booklet. And so you have 20 sources, and you can use multiple references from those sources. Uh, that includes images and textual references that you're using to validate what you know, what you've learned, points you're making, things like that. So hopefully you are able to understand that and differentiate between a source versus a citation. Citations are the references that you use to from a source to validate or to substantiate what you are presenting in your paper. Um, in your course online booklet, I'm going to share the screen here. So I'm going to bring up the course outline. Now this is located in your course outline booklet. This is for MLA 8, albeit there MLA is now 9, depending on what site this for me you've been using, or even BibMe for your citation machines. That provides you in-text citations and your citation for your works cited page. But this is a quick guide. There is an extended version, but what I want you to keep in mind, it's very important that you have in-text citations before the period. And if it's from a book, obviously you'll have the author's last name and the page number you're using. Or if you mention the author in your writing, then you just have to put the page number down. Okay. If it's a website, then you're using the author's last name as your in-text citation before the period. If it's a direct quote, it'll come after the direct quote, and then you'll start a new paragraph. If there is no author, then obviously you are using the article title as your in-text citation with the quotation marks, okay? And that's before the period. And of course, if it's a direct quote, it'll come after the direct quote. And there is a guide here as well for long quotes. Obviously, if it is a longer quote, you would indent that long quote. You don't need to use quotation marks, but actually there's an example here. Okay, so you'd have the colon right after here, and then you hit enter, and then you indent your direct quote, take the quotations out, and you can see it's all, every line's indented. You'll have to manually do that. And then the in-text citation comes afterwards. Okay, and then you start a brand new paragraph. Okay. If you are borrowing any examples from Instagram or Twitter, these are the new approaches for MLA 9. Here's the old one for MLA 8. Just take note of that. And also URLs can be shortened. And so you can go, if your URL is like more than 3 lines, just cut it off. And you can get rid of the HTTP or the HTTPS. And usually if there's a set of numbers or a set of letters / numbers, those are characters, you can cut it off there. So this, as you can see, there's the the full URL, which we don't need to do anymore, but if you have it, okay, so what? You went MLA8. Just be consistent, as long as you are sticking with MLA throughout the whole document. Don't go back and forth between 8 and 9. But for future reference, you can take a look at the shortening up these URLs and looking for these series of numbers or characters, and then just cut it off there, especially if they are 3 or more lines for a URL, because we don't need all this stuff. And so we have some changes here too for abbreviations. You can take a look at that, pseudonyms and things like that. Formatting the paper, if you are doing just a paper, don't forget that you have a header here with your name, the teacher's name, the class you're taking, and the due date that your paper's due. On the right alignment, this is your left alignment over here, and your right alignment has your last name and the page number. And there is a way to do this, and that'll take a little while to explain, but I like to just insert the page number and then plug this all in, all this information in, and ensure that my page numbers are on the right alignment. Then I'll just double click on the main document, and then of course then my headers are locked in, and every page will have that information in case or something, in case you miss a page or whatever the case. And your title will go on the very first page. No title pages for MLA. APA, yes, there's a title. It just has all this information that you have in your header. Okay, so I do have that information in the course outline booklet too, if you need to check that out. And don't forget to indent your second and third lines, fourth lines, whatever, for your works cited. And it is works cited, even though the citation machines use the term bibliography. Be sure you switch that to works cited. Okay, article titles come first alphabetically, and then your author last names come second alphabetically. So be sure you're checking that out. Okay, and I do have an example of there's your core elements, as long as you're following that. And okay, then here's an example of all the different works that you can do. And I think I have there's okay. Yeah, here's my works cited. Numerical titles come first, then your if there's an article title, they come second, and of course author last names come third alphabetically. All right, so I'm going to stop the share here, and hopefully that works. Please take a look at the course online booklet, watch the other videos I have posted on Heskin ELA, and hopefully that will help you with your stuff. All right, so take care, be safe, and we'll see you soon.